Coming up on WCGR News, Chicago's top cop, Gary McCarthy, announces new safety measures in high-crime neighborhoods. And we'll tell you what our campus is doing to keep you safe.
And I'll be taking it to the track with a preview of CUC's track and field.
Also, our field reporter, Kamal, once again challenges students' knowledge about current events taking place around the world.
Hi, I'm Julius Little.
And I'm Samantha Bredeson. Chicago Police Department recently announced a plan to increase their presence in high crime-ridden areas across Chicago to help fight city violence. I took a look into exactly what this plan entails.
Wailing sirens, flashing blue and red lights, that's what most typically envision when thinking of the police. But lately, Chicago officers have been trading in the typical patrol car for their feet.
Last week, we began a new phase of this initiative. We're deploying foot patrols into one of the targeted areas to combine with the vehicular patrols that are there. This is a spin on something called Operation Impact.
Operation Impact was introduced 2 months ago in city zones as a way to cut down the number of violent crimes committed citywide. The new program would place overnight foot patrols in as many as 20 high-crime zones around the city.
So far, we're seeing positive results. In the zones that we've been saturating with additional officers during deployment, murders are down, shootings are down dramatically.
With this increased police presence, many like Alderman Carrie Austin feel that this plan will greatly help the communities that are hardest hit by crime.
It makes a difference when you see the police out patrolling. It has made a difference with me in the past because even in the merchants, they see the police up and down the street. They see them within the community, so that does make a bigger difference than just see them rolling in the cars, because sometimes the police car don't see what's going on, the activity. So for me, that's going to make a bigger difference.
With roughly 130 illegal guns confiscated from the streets per week, this push for increased safety measures comes to light after a Gresham nightclub shooting last month that wounded 7. The McCarthy states that this is not the cure to violent crimes. It is a start. Along with incorporating foot patrol, Chicago police are also pushing for stricter gun laws and the enforcement of a minimum sentencing for all gun-related crimes within the city.
I can't make it any clearer. The fact is, since we take more guns off the street every year of any city in the United States, there's too many guns on the street.
It's always a good thing when police understand the value of protecting the people.
Agreed. Especially with the increase of shootings lately, it's definitely been an intense situation these past couple of months. Speaking of security, Concordia's Public Safety Department has also been making some changes to make our campus safer. Some notable changes that residents have experienced are the changing of all dorm locks and the installation of key fobs. These fobs allow students to quickly swipe a small circular pass that automatically unlocks their dorm hall doors. Also, student athletes have seen changes in the North Gym, where all visitors must now sign in and out upon entry.
Concordia is really stepping it up to make campus safe. In other news, the track and field team is kicking it into motion as their season quickly approaches. I sat down with Merrill Davis and talked about their upcoming season.
Spring is finally here, and as the weather begins to heat up, so does spring sports. The track team is moving their campaign outdoors to start their spring season, and they're looking to get off to, well, a fast start.
The track team is looking to explode out of the blocks this season and improve on an overall good performance from spring 2012. Although track is largely viewed as an individual sport, Merrill Davis, one of the stars of the track team, notes that here at CUC, there are team goals.
We expect a lot from ourselves, from each other. As a team, we just want to be the best, do the best that we can. We expect to, push each other and just do the best we can.
Both the men and women's teams logged top 5 finishes in last year's NAC Outdoor Championship, which has created lofty expectations for this year's track team. With that in mind, good coaching and preparation will be key in improving upon last year's results.
They just push us to do our best, on and off the track, eat healthy, spend a lot of time with each other, either on the track or off the track. There's a bunch of team stuff that he wants us to do. He have us run a lot. It's a lot of running. We start out slow and then progress, harder and harder, so that, when the time comes for a big meet like conference or nationals or something like that, he wants us to peak, at that exact time.
The season is here, and the runners will soon be taking their marks and racing to a memorable finish. And as the CUC track team loads up for another spring campaign, Merrill Davis has a message for any detractors.
I want to say, doubt nobody. That's my message. You doubt nobody. You don't doubt yourself, nor do you doubt the other person, because while you haven't your best day, they could be having their worst day, or while you having your worst day, they could have their best day. You could get beat any time of the day. So, just doubt nobody, nor do you doubt yourself.
Well, that's it for your CUC Sports Update. I'm Julius Little with WCGR News.
CUC sports always seem to be remaining ahead of the game.
Yep. To hear from the athletes and coaches about what they're doing to make their program better always brings the competitor out of me.
Watch out, everybody. Jeez. Well, speaking of competition, do you think you know everything that's going on in the news, Jules?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I just need to freshen up on the latest.
Well, our field reporter, K-Mel, went out on the prowl to find out just how much our fellow Cougars actually know about what's going on in the world.
This is our second installment in the WCGR TV News Challenge. Today, I asked 5 CUC students 5 questions about current event topics that range from sports to politics to entertainment. We had some really good, but also some very funny responses from the people that we interviewed. So let's just go and check this out.
Finding Dory.
There we go. I like it. 1 for 1. You always got to start out strong.
Yeah.
I like the hat and I like the shirt. Just to let you know.
Thank you very much.
Syracuse, Michigan, Wichita.
Wait, what? You're right, but you want to pronounce it?
Oh,
maybe?
Wakita? I don't know. Is it Wakita?
Wakita? All right, well, we'll count that, I guess.
I mean, I can spell it for you. Wichita. I just don't know pronounce it.
All right, and then what's the 4th team?
Oh, what is the 4th team?
All right, they're the #1 overall seed in the tournament. Come on, Kevin.
Oh, Louisville, of course, Louisville.
All right,
of course.
And then you want to pronounce Wakita again?
Wakita?
That's what you said. I mean, that's not what it is, but you want to pronounce it again?
I mean, I could try. Is it
Wichita?
Pope Francis
The
second.
so close.
The third. The
It's
first.
so far away. You're getting farther away the more.
The
Go
10th.
down, not up. Down.
The negative first.
I mean, 1 is right, but not
I
quite.
said 1.
No, I do not. I just seen like all those pictures put up about the equal sign and stuff.
Yeah, but you're not sure like which proposition and which bill.
No,
are
I'm not
up?
sure.
Well, 1 is Prop 8, which got a lot of coverage, a couple years ago in California. And
They
the other,
brought that up again?
huh?
They brought that up again?
Well, yeah, they're asking whether or not it's constitutional.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then the other one, this is when we were all really little. It's called the Defense of Marriage Act. I think it was actually signed back in the 90s. So it's understandable for I wouldn't have known what it was unless I started researching for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, 4 out of 5, I think you're tied for the best score that we've seen.
Kim Jong-un. I know that one for sure.
All right, this is just getting ridiculous. 3 for 3.
Yep.
Are you looking at my answers?
No. Kim Jong-un was paid tribute to on thechive.com yesterday for April Fool's Day. We're taping this April 2nd. So.
Don't break the 4th wall.
My bad. Sorry, audience.
We're just going to have to cut this entire.
Those answers get me every time. Well, it's time to reveal today's guest on our show. Our guest today is a senior here at Concordia and is the director of the new WCGR web series, The Cougar Games. Nicole Christ is here today to tell us about her work, but first, check out this sneak preview.
We could still leave. The forest is only a couple blocks that way.
They catch us.
But we could hijack one of the golf carts or sneak into one of the commuters' cars.
We wouldn't make it 5 miles. And besides, I honestly don't think I've ever been beyond this campus. I think this is literally the farthest I've ever been from Mary Martha.
Are you kidding me?
Either way, that is a terrible idea that you just came up with in the past couple of minutes.
Wow, that's so impressive. I'm so interested just watching that. Nicole, what inspired you to make the Cougar Games?
Well, other than having to do with doing something for senior project, I've always wanted to create my own series while I was here at Concordia. And I've had a few project ideas in the past, but this one seemed to really stand out. The Hunger Games is really well known. It's a well-known book series, film series, so I really thought that it would be interesting to sort of take a giant film and a giant well-known series and really put it into our university's atmosphere, and that's kind of what inspired the project and the motivation behind it.
Well, that's really great. So what makes this web series different from the Hunger Games film?
Well, first off, it's in a university setting. It's not, obviously, we didn't exactly have an uprising against our university, but it's, you know, kind of the parody idea of two similar situations, I guess, in some ways, very similar to the character, but obviously, instead of 13 districts, there is only 5 housing districts, and then there's only 10 tributes instead of 24. So that's one of the big major differences in numbers, and it's obviously a little bit more of a parody, so it's supposed to be more funny, more entertaining and haha than actual, you know, seriousness and really dramatic.
Right. Well, I mean, just the little preview that we got was really funny. What was your favorite part about being on set and making this?
I would say my favorite part was really being with my cast and really seeing them come every day devoted and ready to go to film. It's one of the big things when this is such a big project. There's so much that needs to be done, and seeing your cast come in every day, motivated, inspired, ready to go, wanting to do this project so badly that it just kind of motivates you to keep going through the project and seeing it through all the way. So that was one of my favorite things. And honestly, the experience is really great because you learn a lot by just, you know, you don't realize by changing a lens or by putting the camera at a different angle what sort of impact comes off. And what's really interesting is, you know, during filming, I'm trying to do all these very dramatic angles, but my actors are being funny, funny serious, which they think they're being taken seriously, but it's coming off in a very fun and entertaining way.
Okay, and now you want to be a filmmaker, is that correct?
I do. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do directly in film, but so far, right now, the aim is probably directing and producing.
Okay.
Maybe editing, but filmmaker.
Awesome. Nice. So when and where can we see this whole series if we want to watch it?
Well, it will be a one-week series. It will be going from April 29th through May 3rd, and it will be on YouTube. It will be the Concordia Experience, which is a newly started channel that a lot of us came together and was hoping for this project to inspire people to want to go out and film. So it will be on the Concordia Experience on YouTube, and it will premiere April 29th, and we will actually be having a premiere press release conference type thing where everybody will be able to come in and talk to the actors and talk to myself and get to see the first episode.
Very cool.
April 29th.
Yes, that sounds really, really good. We'll be sure to watch. Thanks, Nicole.
Thank you.
Well, for all of us here at WCGR, I'm Samantha Bredeson.
And I'm Julius Little. This has been another edition of your WCGR News. Thanks, and have a great night.